Do you feel like you're constantly hungry and that you are never satisfied no matter what you eat? And you feel like you really want to learn how to suppress your appetite? I know diet culture puts a lot of pressure on all of us to be as thin as possible and to constantly be striving for weight loss and to just try to reduce our appetites as much as possible. And you really need to understand that this is not the way to go. However, there may be a reason why you feel that your appetite is so big. So today I'm going to show you how you can actually suppress your appetite, but spoiler alert, it actually involves eating. The first and most crucial thing to do if you're looking to suppress your appetite is to actually eat balanced and filling meals to fuel your body, because that's the only thing your appetite is. It's your body telling you that you need to eat, you need fuel, you need energy. So do that and you'll stop feeling hungry. It's important that you provide your body with all the nutrients it needs to thrive, and you should be focusing on eating mainly foods like grains, specifically whole grains, and a ton of fruit and vegetables, and a bunch of beans, all kinds of legumes, and nuts and seeds. Your meals should be balanced and include a variety of these foods, but also should include treat foods that you really enjoy, and also these meals should be satisfying and filling. Because if you're feeling like you're eating 3 meals a day and you're eating healthy meals, but your meals are like salads and just fruit, you're not giving your body enough energy. Just a little reminder that you can find all of the services I offer on my website, and that's going to be the first link in the description. You can check out things that are paid, like my nutrition coaching sessions or my courses, but there's also a ton of free material, from webinars to ebooks to checklists to challenges, so make sure to check that out. You also need to listen to your body. You need to understand that our bodies are naturally designed to give us cues on what we feel, like if we're tired or thirsty or have to go to the bathroom, and also if we are hungry or full. But the problem is, if you're always constantly trying to suppress your appetite, if you're never listening to your hunger cues because you're always thinking about losing weight and skipping meals, then your body is going to stop giving you the fullness cues because it's starving. If you want to be able to get those fullness cues back so that you stop this raging appetite of yours, you also need to listen to your body's hunger cues. So it's crucial that you learn to trust your body, to listen to it, and to act upon the signals that it is giving you. This may take a little bit of time as you get used to it. It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get immediate signals as soon as you decide to listen to them, but it's definitely work that you have to do in order to get a regular appetite back. And a great way to learn to do that is to turn to mindful eating, which is a technique used to regain control over your eating habits, which involves being very conscious of what you eat and being very in the present moment with your food, eating without any distractions, focused on your meal and focused on the different flavors and textures, different aspects of the food, and also tuning in to your hunger and fullness cues. So making sure that you're not starting to eat when you're not hungry, and also making sure that you're eating until you are full, until satiety, and also making sure that you're not going past that satiety, so that you stop when you're not hungry anymore, even if your plate is not finished. Doing this is very helpful when you're trying to suppress your appetite, because being able to listen to your hunger cues will ensure that you are not starving, and it will also help you listen to your fullness, so making sure that you are not overeating past a certain point where you're not hungry. It's also very important that you avoid skipping meals, because if you skip a meal, then your hunger is going to build up and you're more likely to overcompensate for it in the following meal, and then to have that raging appetite that you're trying to suppress. So make sure that you have regular meals and snacks throughout the day at regular times if that's possible, and that you don't go more than 3 to 4 hours without eating anything except when you're sleeping, because you may feel like you're winning when you decide to chew gum and drink a ton of water instead of having a meal. and you think, oh, that's great, I'm not going to be having any calories for that meal, I'm saving calories, I'm going to lose weight, but your appetite will only come back tenfold if you do that. That's where you're getting that unmanageable, unsatiable appetite from. Because when you finally eat, it's going to take much more food to make you feel satiated. And the more you do this, the more it's going to be. So if you want to control this raging appetite of yours, make sure that you're having frequent meals that are balanced, filling, and satisfying throughout the day. Have no off-limit foods. It's really important that you let go of your rules and restrictions and regulations and all of these things when it comes to the foods that you are allowing yourself to have or not. Because if you are purposely restricting certain foods, then that is only going to cause you to crave them even more. And then when you're craving foods a lot and you're restricting the foods a lot, there's going to be one point where you snap and you start binging on these foods because they've been held back for so long. So you start binging on them and then you feel really bad, and so you start restricting again. And that can lead to feeling like you have this huge appetite, like this extreme hunger, and you're like, okay, how can I stop eating? It's just because you're not actually letting yourself enjoy these foods in moderation. And by in moderation, I mean that you shouldn't be having these foods all the time 24/7, of course, but you should be incorporating them into your diet alongside other foods. So for instance, you can have a couple slices of pizza with a salad and like some fruit for dessert, or you could have your favorite cookies for a snack as long as you're having some nuts and maybe like an apple along with that and things like that. You just need to find how to fit these foods in a way that is pretty balanced, and that way they will lose the power that they have over you, and your appetite will just like regulate itself and be much more normal when it comes to these foods. And finally, you really need to get busy with other things. It's absolutely crucial that you stop obsessing over your weight and over your appetite, over calories, portion sizes, macros, all of that. And that's much easier to do if you pour all of that energy into another activity, into your favorite hobby, or into learning a new skill, or into spending more time with loved ones, or anything like that. Your appetite is something that's very natural, and it's something that your body is telling your brain, like it's giving you cues when you're hungry, when you're full, and that means that things are actually working well. It's something that you need to kind of let it like do its thing, and you need to be focused on other things. So make sure that you have a bunch of these other things to focus on, so your appetite and your hunger cues could just do their own thing. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you don't think that this was clickbait. Honestly, I was just trying to get the people who are searching for these types of things on this video because I think that it's super important. You can only suppress your appetite by eating the right way. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye!